What is the mentality of people who do not work for a long time? I've noticed that people who stay out of work for an extended period of time tend to end up in one of two very different situations. Some appear to live enviable life, having free time, a stable income, and a relaxed state of mind. Others, however, slowly disappear from their social circles. When you occasionally reach out, they either don't reply or simply say they're okay, and the conversation ends there. They are both not working, so why is the gap so big? In fact, there is a truth behind this that few people are willing to face. On the surface, work seems like just an exchange of time for money, but it serves a deeper purpose. It helps maintain a basic structure in your life. It determines when you wake up, when you go out, when you eat, when you rest, and even when you feel pressure or relaxation. You don't need to constantly decide what to do each day because there is already a system guiding you. You don't have to struggle over whether to work hard because everyone around you is doing so. Things you may see as constraint, like clocking in, meetings, and performance reviews, are actually helping you maintain a normal rhythm of life. When all of that disappears, you begin to see your true level of self-discipline. Those who stop working but continue to thrive are often busier and sometimes even more exhausted than when they had a job. They are not simply resting, they are living differently. They create their own schedules, they set their own goals, and they hold themselves accountable. They understand that when no one is managing them, they must manage themselves. They see not working as an opportunity to take control of their life, not as an excuse to escape reality. But many people go the other way. At the beginning, they may promise themselves to learn new things, improve themselves, or find a true direction. But gradually, the alarm clock stops ringing, waking up shift from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then to noon. Going out changes from daily to weekly and then to months of staying inside. The phone goes from being a tool to a companion and eventually becomes a cage. They'll tell themselves, I'm resting, I'm adjusting, I'm waiting for the right opportunity. But opportunities do not come knocking. You only encounter them when you step out. So the most dangerous change is not physical laziness, but a loss of a sense of time. When you're working, time is structured, morning, afternoon, tomorrow, next week. Each segment has meaning, but without work, time becomes vague and shapeless. You lose track of days, weeks, even whether it is morning or afternoon. You feel like you have plenty of time, but there's no urgency. But before you realize it, a month has passed, then half a year, and nothing has been done. This loss of urgency leads to inaction, and without action, you remain stuck in place. Another subtle change is the decline of social skills. The work forces you to interact with people daily. Even simple conversations help maintain your social ability. Without it, you may start enjoying solitude and then become used to it and eventually begin to fear social interaction. You may notice your responsibles slowing down, your speech become less fluent like myself, and even answering a phone call requiring preparation. You may think it is just introversion, but in reality, it is a result of disuse. Your social ability are weakening. Even more difficult is the loss of identity. When you're working, you have a role, a company, and a social identity. Without this, you may feel invisible. You may struggle to define your value, what you do, and where you want to go. This confusion slowly erodes your confidence and make it harder to face the outside world. So those who thrive without working are not immune to these struggles. They simply realize one thing earlier. Not working is not the goal, it is a choice, and what you choose to do determines who you become. They treat themselves like both a company and an employee, setting direction and then executing it. They create plans, goals, reviews, and improvement. They're not avoiding work, they're creating their own work. While they have lost external structure, they rebuild it through self-discipline. So if you're not working on planning not to, ask yourself this: is your daily routine active or passive? Are your actions bringing you closer to the future you want or further away from it? In 6 months, will you become more valuable or less valuable than you are now? Don't lie to yourself by saying you are resting, adjusting, or finding direction. True rest prepares you for a better start. It is not a slow descent. If you find yourself sleeping, don't wait. Don't wait to feel better before taking action. Start now, start small, fix your routine, put down your phone, complete one meaningful task. You don't need to become perfectly disciplined overnight. You just need to remind yourself, I am still in control. Not working for a long time is not the problem. The real question is, what are you using that time for? Some people use it to escape, some use it to grow. So who you become is not decided on the day you stop working, but on every day that follows. For some of you who might already know, I run a small Telegram community. It's for like-minded people who are already fired, or seeking to fire. There's no ads, no sponsor and causes as far as I can try to keep them out. So it's really a small community. If you're interested, do feel free to join, and I'll put a link in the comment description itself. And hope to see you there. If you like the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.